You be happy, because life doesn't want happiness. Dear powerful mind, today I'll speak with you about a truth you may not want to hear, but one your soul already knows in its depths. This is not an accusation, but a journey of realization. And if you stay with me until the end, perhaps you'll understand the real reason why you cannot find the happiness you've been chasing for years. One of the most painful truths I witnessed in the concentration camps was this: those who sought happiness most desperately were those who found it least. And this is not just true in that hellish pit, but everywhere in life. Because happiness is not a goal. It is a byproduct of something else. Chasing happiness is the fastest way to lose it. Let me ask you something. How many years have you been struggling to be happy? How many books have you read? How many videos have you watched? How many therapy sessions have you attended? How many times have you talked to yourself saying, "This time everything will be different"? And now, be honest with yourself. Did all this effort truly make you happy? Think about it. What happens when you try to catch a butterfly? The more you chase it, the farther it flies. The tighter you hold your net, the more escape routes it finds. But when you start working in a garden, building something, tilling the soil, the butterfly comes and lands on your shoulder. Did you notice? It came when you weren't looking. Happiness is the same. The more directly you pursue it, the more it eludes you. Because happiness cannot chase itself. It comes only as a byproduct of a self-transcendent existence, a meaningful purpose, a life lived for something beyond yourself. But why doesn't anyone tell you this? Society sold you a lie. It said, "You must be happy." It said, "If you're not happy, something is wrong with you." Social media showed you perfect lives. Advertisements told you, "Buy this product and you'll be happy." Personal development gurus told you, "Follow these 7 steps and you'll achieve happiness." And you believed it, because it sounded good. It was easy, a formula, a prescription, a solution. But now you're realizing, aren't you? Those formulas didn't work. Those steps didn't lead you anywhere, because they made you ask the wrong question. How can I be happy? Is the wrong question. The right question is, what does life ask of me? Life doesn't want happiness from you. Dear powerful mind, listen carefully now. Life doesn't want you to be happy. Life wants you to build something, to create meaning, to fulfill a mission. Life is asking you questions. And while you search for happiness, you don't even hear these questions. I saw it in those dark corridors of Auschwitz. A person who suffered but had a why could remain standing. Even through the heaviest torture, a person carrying meaning could hold on to life. But a comfortable person, a fed person, who found no meaning, that person collapsed despite everything. As Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." So what is your why? Or are you still asking, how can I be happy? Chasing happiness is being overly preoccupied with yourself. Modern man does nothing but look at himself. He wakes up in the morning and looks in the mirror. Am I happy today? At lunch he asks, how am I feeling right now? Going to bed at night he analyzes, was I happy enough today? This constant self-observation, this excessive self-preoccupation is neurosis itself. Because whenever you look at yourself, you lose yourself. The moment you turn your attention to your own happiness, that happiness evaporates. Have you ever noticed? Your happiest moments are when you're not thinking about happiness. You're absorbed in a project, helping a friend, solving a problem in a creative process. And then, hours have passed, and you haven't even noticed. That's when happiness has found you. But the moment you start thinking, I should be happy, that happiness disappears. Because now you're not living happiness, you're observing it. And what you observe is not what you experience. You cannot see the light without facing your shadow. Dear powerful mind, now I'll tell you a deeper truth. Your chase for happiness is actually an escape. Do you know what you're running from? Your own shadow. As Jung said, everything you don't accept within yourself, everything you suppress, everything you ignore, is your shadow. And your shadow drags you behind it. The more you run from it, the bigger it grows. The more you deny it, the stronger it becomes. Your search for happiness is often an escape strategy from this shadow. You think, if I'm happy, I won't feel the pain. You say, if I'm happy, my past won't matter. You hope, if I'm happy, the emptiness inside will be filled. But no, it won't. Because happiness is not a filler. It is the result of integration, reconciliation, acceptance. You cannot reach the light without facing your shadow. The emptiness inside, the victim seeking a savior. Perhaps you've never questioned it, but what lies beneath your search for happiness? Most often it's this: I am an incomplete person, and happiness will complete me. This is the victim role. It's the belief that something from outside must save me. Sometimes this savior is a relationship. If I find him, I'll be happy. Sometimes it's an achievement. If I accomplish this, I'll be happy. Sometimes it's a situation. If I reach there, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. But then you find that relationship. You achieve that success. You experience that situation. And the emptiness inside is still there. Because that emptiness is not something to be filled from outside. That emptiness is your escape from your own self. It's your rejection of your own wholeness. It's your belief in the lie that you are incomplete. The truth is, you don't need to be saved because you are already whole. You just don't see it. Not happiness, but meaning. That's the real question. So what should you do? Should you give up on happiness completely? No. You should just put it in its proper place. Happiness is not a goal. It's a compass. It's a sign telling you that things are going right. But that sign is not the destination. The real question is, what does life ask of me? What is the meaning of my existence? What suffering can I give meaning to? Because meaning can exist in any condition. Even in pain, even in loss, even in loneliness. But happiness exists only under certain conditions. That was the greatest lesson I learned in Auschwitz. As long as a person can give meaning to their suffering, they can remain standing. But if they find no meaning, they collapse even in the most comfortable conditions. What is your suffering? What problem can you solve? What wound can you heal? In what darkness can you be light? These are the questions that will lead you to happiness. But careful, not because they ask about happiness, because they call you to be yourself, to live your mission. Projection. What you seek outside is hidden inside. Dear powerful mind, consider this too. Perhaps you're searching for happiness outside because you cannot see the happiness within. In psychology, this is called projection. You search outside for what you possess inside but cannot see. Because you can't see your inner strength, you search for a strong leader. Because you can't feel your inner love, You search for someone to love you. Because you can't find your inner peace, you search for a place that gives peace. But the truth is, everything you seek is already within you. You're just not looking at it. Because looking outside is easier. Looking inside requires courage. What do you see when you look inside? Perhaps pain, perhaps shame, perhaps fear. But beneath them, at the deepest level, there is light. There is power. There is love. There is wholeness. But to reach it, you must first pass through your darkness. You must dance with your shadow. You must face everything you've suppressed. This is not easy. But this is the true path. Individuation. The return to your own wholeness. Jung's process of individuation is exactly this. The journey of returning to your own wholeness. Accepting not only your light side, but also your dark side. Embracing not only your strong side, but also your fragile side. Integrating not only the side you love, but also the side you hate. This process doesn't promise happiness. It promises wholeness. And wholeness is more valuable than happiness. Because wholeness doesn't depend on conditions. Wholeness is yours, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you experience. To be happy, you need perfect conditions. But to be whole, you only need yourself. Emotional dependency, the dark face of the happiness quest. And here we come to the most dangerous trap of the happiness quest. Emotional dependency. You say, they make me happy. You say, I can't be happy without them. You say, my happiness depends on them. But this is not love. This is dependency. Because love is born from freedom. Dependency is born from fear. True love says, being with you makes me happy, but I am whole without you too. Dependency says, without you I am incomplete. I am whole only with you. Do you see the difference? One is strength, the other is weakness. One comes from independence, the other from need. If you tie your happiness to someone else, you become their slave. And a slave, no matter how much they love, cannot truly be happy. The ghosts of the past, reflections of childhood wounds. Now let's go even deeper. Why do you fall into this dependency? Why do you search for happiness outside? Because there's a wound inside you. A wound from your childhood that never healed. Perhaps you felt unloved. Perhaps you were abandoned. Perhaps you thought you weren't enough. Perhaps you weren't seen, heard, understood. And that wound is still bleeding today. But you don't want to see it. So you hide it behind your quest for happiness. You think, if I'm happy, the wound will close. But no, it won't. Because a wound doesn't heal when it's ignored. It heals only when it's faced. Every person who enters your life is not a coincidence. They come to show you that wound inside. They hold up a mirror to you. And in that mirror, you see your own childhood. But what do most of us do? We try to break the mirror. We say, the problem is with them. We say, they hurt me. We say, if they change, I'll be happy. But the truth is, they're only reflecting what's inside you. The problem is not with them. It's with you. With your unhealed wound. Self-love. The true foundation of happiness. And here we arrive. At the foundation of true happiness. Happiness doesn't come from obtaining things from outside. It comes from making peace with things inside. What is that thing? It's accepting yourself, loving yourself, being able to look at yourself with compassion, with your wounds, with your flaws, with your mistakes, with all your humanity. Because you won't be happy because you're perfect. You'll be happy because you know you deserve acceptance, whether you're perfect or flawed. This is not an easy path. Loving yourself is the hardest work. because you're most ruthless with yourself. You can forgive everyone, but you struggle to forgive yourself. You can accept everyone, but accepting yourself is frightening to you. But here's where true liberation lies. The day you stop being your own enemy, you no longer allow anyone to hurt you. Because the deepest wound is the wound you inflict on yourself. Hold your own lantern. In the dark corridor, dear powerful mind, you are now in a dark corridor. You look around and see only shadows. You're scared, trembling, asking, "How will I get out of here?" And someone gives you a flashlight. "Take this," they say. "It will light your way." But when you hold the flashlight, the shadows on the walls look even bigger, even more frightening. "This flashlight doesn't work," you cry. But wait, look. What are those shadows? They are the reflections of your own suppressed treasures. They are the shadow of your unaccepted power. They are the darkness of your unseen light. They look frightening because you learn to fear them. But when you approach, when you reach out your hand, they will melt. And behind them, you'll find gold. Do you know how powerful the hand holding that lantern is? That hand is your own hand. And the way out of that corridor is not waiting for someone from outside to save you. That way is learning to hold your own lantern. The power of responsibility. Become the hero of your own life. Now we come to the most important point. Responsibility. The way out of the victim role is taking responsibility. It's stopping saying, "They should make me happy," and being able to say, "I can make myself happy." This is not easy, because the victim role is a comfortable role. You can blame, you can complain, you can wait, but you're powerless. The responsibility role is a difficult role, because now you can't blame anyone. You can only look at yourself, but you're powerful, because now you don't look to anyone else's hand. You are the hero of your own life story, not the victim, the hero. And what does a hero do? They face difficulties. They fight the dragon. They dive into darkness. But most importantly, a hero doesn't wait to be saved. They save themselves. The painful face of truth. Dear powerful mind, now I'll show you the painful face of truth, and this will hurt. But pain is the beginning of awakening. The truth is, your inability to be happy is not life punishing you. Your inability to be happy is that you're still asking the wrong question. You can't be happy because you're setting happiness as a goal. You can't be happy because you're running from yourself. You can't be happy because you're not facing your shadow. You can't be happy because you're not at peace with your past. You can't be happy because you're chasing pleasure instead of meaning. You can't be happy because you're not taking responsibility. But all of these are in your hands. All of these are your choices. And here's the liberating truth. If you're in this state because you chose it, then you can choose differently. You are not a victim. You are powerful. And this realization changes everything. Spiritual awakening. The transition from happiness to meaning now. Let's talk about an awakening. A spiritual awakening. This awakening is the moment you stop searching for happiness and you start searching for meaning. It's the moment you stop asking, "Why me?" and you start asking, "What can I do about this?" It's the moment you stop saying, "The world should make me happy," and you start asking, "What can I give to the world?" This awakening is painful because you no longer have excuses. You no longer have anyone to blame. You only look at yourself in the mirror. But this awakening is also liberating because your chains are now broken. You're no longer waiting, you're living. The true meaning of love, from wholeness, not lack. And now let's talk about love, about true love. True love is not loving from your incompleteness. It's not saying, you complete me. True love is loving from your wholeness. It's saying, I'm already complete, but I'm more beautiful with you. True love is born not from need, but from choice. It doesn't say, I can't do without you. It says, I want to do with you. True love doesn't come to give you happiness. It comes to share meaning with you. It doesn't stay to fill you. It stays to grow with you. But to live such a love, you must first integrate yourself. You must first fill the emptiness within yourself. You must first be sufficient unto yourself. Because only two complete people can create a true union. Two incomplete people only consume each other, making peace with pain. Not resistance, but acceptance. Finally, let's talk about pain. Because beneath the quest for happiness lies escape from pain. But pain is part of life, and you cannot escape from pain. You can suppress it, ignore it, numb it, but it continues to be there. The only solution is to make peace with it, not to resist it, but to accept it, to give it meaning. I learned in Auschwitz, suffering is inevitable, but despair is optional. When your pain has meaning, it doesn't turn into despair. It transforms into a teacher, a guide, a transformer. What is your pain? Are you ignoring it, or can you give it meaning? Because remember, the day you give meaning to your pain, it no longer controls you. You control it. Final call. Discover the gold within yourself. Dear powerful mind, you've come with me this far. This wasn't easy, I know. Some things hurt, some things disturbed you. But this is the beginning of awakening. Now I'll tell you one last thing. You are not a flawed person. You are a perfect person who thinks they're flawed. You are not an incomplete being. You are a complete being who thinks they're incomplete. You are not a victim in need of rescue. You are a hero who forgot to be their own savior. And now, it's time to remember. Time to discover that gold within yourself. Time to dance with your own shadow. Time to make peace with your past. Time to love yourself. Time to take responsibility. Time to stop searching for happiness. Time to start living meaning. Life doesn't want happiness from you. Life wants answers from you. Life is asking you questions. Who are you? Why are you here? What has meaning for you? What will you leave to this world? And you are strong enough to answer these questions. Because the answers are already within you. Stop searching outside. Stop waiting for someone else. Stop chasing happiness. Just look in the mirror and see yourself. With all your beauty, with all your wounds, with all your shadow, with all your light, and love the person you see in that mirror. Accept them, embrace them, because that person is your savior. That person is your hero. That person is your gold. And the day you find that gold, you won't need to search for happiness, because it's already yours. Man is happiest when he fulfills the highest duty about himself. This duty is to give meaning to his own existence. Viktor Frankl.